Will, it's senior year. You guys had some improvements last year. After you probably remember 2013. Just what do you think your team has grown from last year? From the past 2 years, and what you guys can improve on still in 2015.
Well, it's definitely an attitude change. We're trying to change our whole school environment into a winning environment, winning atmosphere, and we're getting better every day, and it's great to be a Baron.
The NE8, it's a new conference. You guys get rid of those big schools that probably already gave you fits. What do you see as the the new faces, new schools, and kind of a more level playing field possibly?
Well, Leo's still going to be a football powerhouse. They're very good, and Huntington North's also very good. They compete with Homestead and Carroll every year as well. So, what we're going to need to do, we're going to have to come out with the same effort as last year, and it's still just as tough as a conference. But, I think this year we're going to compete a little bit more, and we're going to work to get better every day.
Well, I don't know if there's a receiver as tall as you with the talent you have. You have Mr. Price there throwing it to you. What can we expect from you guys this year? You guys seem to do amazing things last year. We get more of that this year?
Yeah, I think so. Last year I felt Harrison Price was the best area quarterback, and he's just getting better every day as well. So it's going to be a great year.
Well, what do you say to the people who would say you just make him look so good?
It's definitely a team effort. Harrison's, he does a lot of things for us. He runs our offense very well. He can run. He's great at scrambling. He's gonna deliver the ball where it needs to go this season.
Thanks, man. All right, you remember 2013, I'm sure. I mean, it's a little distant memory now, but how much better did last year feel, seeing that you guys made pretty significant strides?
Well, in 2013 we weren't together. We weren't a team. But going into 2014, we were more together, and we worked as a unit. And I think that also helped us win games, not only the more talent we had, but also working together and focusing on our offensive and defensive line, which structured our unit.
Let's talk about just you and Mr. Chrisman there. You guys put up great numbers. I know you basically just have to throw it up in the air. He's the tallest guy, the first one to get it. I mean, what's this connection, this bond that you two guys have had?
Well, it started off the field, I think, hanging out every single day, working in the backyard, or just hanging out to get the brotherhood connection. And then I think that translated onto the field, where we just took off, I guess you could say.
If I remember correctly, I think you guys had double-digit touchdowns together. I mean, what should we expect this year? What should fans be looking for?
Well, not only can you expect a lot more yards from Will, but you can expect an upcoming sophomore on the other side of the ball, which can also hold some safeties, which can give both wide receivers more of a threat down the field.
Let's talk about the new conference too. You guys, Carroll and Homestead gave everyone problems. Now you bring in Huntington North and Leo, which they're not walks in the park either. What do you think this means? At the very least, it seems like all the schools are about the same size. It almost levels the playing field more. What do you see?
I see an opportunity for a conference championship definitely this year. Also, it's some new challenges, I guess you could say. So I'm actually really looking forward to it.
Is there a new team you're really looking forward to taking on?
Probably Leo.
Why is that?
Probably because I feel personally that they're our biggest challenge this year.
Very cool. Best of luck, man. Look forward to seeing you. All right, Pete. You changed the culture last year, it seems like. I mean, I heard fans all talking about your enthusiasm and maybe more of that than your loudness that you had with your voice. But what changed last year to really start to right the ship up in Auburn?
It's a buy-in of culture. It's a buy-in of community. I know we did a lot of different things. New administration, AD, principal, coaches across the board, basketball, football. It was a total buy-in. We do our lifting programs together as the major programs. The kids, we share the same kids. We promote multi-sport athletes. Will last year is a prime example of that. Being all conference in track, football, and basketball first team, and it's nice to see all those guys come together, and we share the same mission between programs, and that really has continued this year, and hopefully it provides dividends again.
This senior class has gone through the struggles over the past couple of years. So, have you talked to them? What do they kind of want to? What do they want to leave? Going out on this final year.
As a program, we just continue to strive, and it's try to achieve excellence every day, and everything we have to do is on a daily basis. The seniors are kind of the same way. They've been through the grind of being 0-0 forever, and then winning 3 games last year and competing in every game except for a couple. And kind of moving forward, these seniors not only just want to not just compete, they want to win. We're going to work towards that. As a program, our goal is to compete in every game, win every game, and I hope that they bring that same attitude, and that attitude they've brought has kind of trickled its way down to the underclassmen. We grew our freshman class from 24 to 28. We have over 25 to 30 freshmen that are going to play football this year. We have over 70 in the middle school now. So we're continuing to grow that program, and these seniors have really set the tone over these last 2 years, and hopefully that continues.
We just got done talking to Harrison and Will. We know they're one of the best tandems in the region. But what else should we be looking for this season from you guys?
Hunter Cohn is coming out. He played basketball last year. Great swingman for DeKalb football or DeKalb basketball, and he's a heck of an athlete. And he's going to play a big part for us in offense. We have a couple great sophomore receivers, Alec Brunson and Colin Goebel, who are 2 great athletes out of that sophomore class. Then we also have Cooper Gramley will come back as a tight end. He's another great target for us. He's more of a full-time kid for us in offense. And hopefully, Will's going to garner a lot of attention, and those are the guys that are going to have to step up big for us to continue to develop as an offense. And then losing Denton Gamble for us is a big loss, but we have a great running back in junior Hunter Minch, and he's going to be very, very good for us. I'm excited to have more balance on offense, and we're really hoping to score a lot of points and continue to get better.
We saw a new conference name, got rid of 2 schools, added 2 more. What do you see when you see this conference now? I think about Carroll and Homestead and how big they are. It seems like this levels the playing field between all 8 of you.
I don't necessarily think it levels the playing field for us because we almost beat Homestead last year. We were in it with Carroll to the very end. There are more schools our size. Not that should matter to us as a program. We'll go against anybody whenever and however. That's the kind of attitude we have to bring. Leo is going to be competitive. They're great in everything they do. It's a great run school, great coaches, great kids. I was at Huntington North for a while as a coach when I first started, and I have a lot of respect for that community and their coaches, and that's going to be a challenge as well. They bring a great atmosphere in the weight room, and the facilities they have in the field house. They appreciate sports and athletics as a community as well. I think the communities we now have are more similar, which is kind of what you want to bring because that can use develop rivalries. When you have similar communities, there's not as much socioeconomic difference, which kind of creates a cohesive identity, and that's what I think this conference brings more than anything.
Very cool. Best of luck.
Well, thank you very much.